Hi, my name is Keith and I'm known as the Florida Stone Man, and today I'm going to talk to you about hematite. So basically this video right here, I did not rehearse for, I did not have any notes for this. I'm just going to freeform talk about hematite. I feel like that's the most organic way to teach about hematite right now. If I miss anything, I'll just make it in the future videos, but hematite. So this is one of the first stones I ever started off with. It is one of the most powerful crystals ever. It's one of the most underestimated, powerful, transformative crystals you could ever have. When you use it correctly, it will be your best friend. It does everything. Hematite literally does everything. I'm not talking about hematite or hemalite because basically there is a lot of fake hematite out there. There's magnetite, hematite, hemalite, but not a lot of hematite, especially because I've even had friends who've come back from places like Rome or just different places all across the world, and they bring back hematite. That's not even real hematite. It's magnetic hematite, which is technically hematite or hemalite, which has its own properties. But today I'm talking to you about the true non-magnetic, it has a very low magnetism to it, but hematite's actually wonderful for so many things. I'm going to get into the first thing it's wonderful for. The Romans used this in battle. The ancient Egyptians used this in battle. There is every culture across the world. The African Himba people, just so many different civilizations, so many different cultures used hematite. This stone right here does not play. It's a stone of power. It's a stone of transformation indirectly. It helps you transform through power. Basically, transformation stones have transformative patterns in it like malachite, but this helps you transform in a different way. This brings power to your life. It attracts more of what you are. So basically, hematite's chemical composition is Fe3O2. It's an iron oxide. Basically, it's close to blood. So basically, when we wear it, it acts kind of like a blood enhancer. It helps us go. It helps us basically perform. It makes us work out like wild in the gym. It made the Romans fight like wild in the gym. Even the ancient Egyptians, when they wore it, they thought they were invincible, and it made them fight like they were invincible, which is put fear into the heart of their enemies. It's a wonderful crystal. That's one thing hematite's for. It's good for strength, power, determination, clarity, just everything that has to do with getting something done. You've already completed it when you have hematite. The thing is, if you cleanse and charge hematite correctly, hematite loves sunlight. It's a very masculine element stone. It's a stone of Mars, the planet, which is basically all about go. It's like the Roman warrior. This is the stone that I like to call the Roman warrior. It does not play around when it comes to accomplishing anything. Hematite, like I said, literally does everything. It's an earth element stone. It can attract love. The thing is, it attracts more of what you are due to its magnetic, somewhat very minor magnetic properties, even though I said it's very minorly magnetic. It attracts more of what you are and what you would like, and it brings strength and power into play. So basically, if you're already a naturally strong person, it's going to bring more of what you like, more of what you desire, and you're going to see more love in your life regarding hematite because it attracts love in that way. It attracts more of what you are at the time and basically more of what you desire. Hematite's wonderful in that way for increasing your personal magnetism. Oh, I said it right. I trip up on that word sometimes. So basically, another thing hematite is good for is legal situations. So anything involving law, anything with tickets, attorneys, anything. Especially when lawyers wear hematite, they have a tendency to win. I have talked to people who don't believe in crystals, and they thought that basically, oh, hematite's like it's some kind of technology. It's some kind of like just mental whatever. But whenever a lawyer knows that they're wearing hematite, they're just going to win the case because hematite has to do with Mars. Like I said, it's a very earth element stone, and that's very heavy into play in legal situations. Mainly it works especially for you when you are the person who's correct and you would like to have wrongs made right. Then hematite will definitely work for you. It's a very positive stone, a very high vibration stone in that way. Hematite also attracts money. So remember what I said about hematite being very magnetic? Well, not very magnetic. It has magnetism to it, even though it's minorly magnetic. So magnetite is magnetic. Hematite is very magnetic, but this has a magnetism it's a hard word for me to say sometimes, but it can pull money to you, especially since it's an earth element stone. So one thing hematite's wonderful for is removing excess energies from your aura and adding energies that you need. So basically, if you have an aura, think of your aura like this. There's a bunch of stuff around you and there's a bunch of stuff in your aura, but whatever is not being utilized correctly, hematite will subtract it and then take what it needs and send the rest back into the ground. It grounds the rest of the energy that you don't need. Maybe I'm extra amped because of this video about hematite. I'm such an enthusiast of hematite. I'm so passionate about hematite because it's one of the most powerful crystals ever. When I want to prove to someone that crystals exist, I'll hand them a freshly cleansed and charged hematite. And usually, if you look in the pupils of their eyes, they'll dilate and they'll turn small, then turn big, and they're just like, what's that? I'm probably just thinking about it. I'm just like, maybe I'm just overthinking it. Like, so many people I've given hematite to, they're real hematite, not just the hematite, magnetite, but real hematite in people's hands. It's kind of a shocker, especially since it resonates with the root chakra. Hematite is very, very powerful, especially for people who don't believe in crystals. If you leave hematite in the sun for 12 hours, it will absorb the energy of the sun. And whoever holds that is going to feel it in their blood. It actually awakens abilities in being able to feel energy. So for people who cannot feel energy or people who are not energy sensitive and don't know what crystals feel like, hematite is one of the best crystals you can ever start off with. When I first started off with hematite, I was a little bit afraid because it was subtracting energy that needed to be in my aura, and I felt so calm and relaxed, but I felt energized, and I was just kind of nervous, and I was just like, oh, what is this strange feeling? It's like, the answer was hematite is aligning and fixing my aura. I said basically everything I wanted to say about hematite. I am so happy to talk about hematite. It's one of my favorite crystals. I might have talked fast in this video. This is a freestyle video, no notes, just talking to you about hematite, one of my favorite crystals ever. If anyone's supposed to start with a crystal, they should start with hematite. I also have top grade, top of the line hematite mined from Brazil of the highest quality, actual hematite, not hematite or hemalite or magnetite or whatever else is out there. It's the real stuff. It's heavy, it feels amazing, it energizes you. If you're someone who sees me in the gym, you see me wearing a hematite necklace because that helps me lift. It makes me feel like a Roman warrior, and I've seen some incredible results from working with hematite. If you have any questions, let me know. This has been one of my favorite videos to talk about. I love hematite, and I will be talking about hematite more in the future. Have a good night, everyone. Ciao.